Newlywed couple Viktor and Liesel can't hide their excitement as they meet a famous architect that will build their dream house.
Dva úspěšní novomanželé. Proč bych to dělal?
Stojí snad frontu na vaše služby chudí a staří, Herr von Abt?
This house eventually became the talk of the town due to its structure and how expensive it is. Hana has been Liesel's safe space as the two women share a platonic love but had few flings outside their married life. As for Hana, it was never a platonic love she felt for Liesel. Even when Hana attended Liesel's wedding until pregnancy, she has shown how much she loves Liesel.
Smím si sáhnout? Jestli potom toužíš?
Hana is sexually attracted to Liesel and she tried few times to seduce her, but Liesel always declined and thinks of her family. Liesel fights over the feeling towards Hana and thinks it's just a platonic love and nothing more. Hana reveals to Liesel that the architect invites her for a dinner and asks Liesel if that's okay, since Hana is also aware that the architect admires Liesel but declines his invitation.
Zve mě na večeři, až tady příště bude. Nevadí?
Proč by měl?
Years passed. Viktor and Liesel, along with their two children, lived at the famous glass house that was built by the famous architect, and Hana compliments how beautiful the house is. Liesel reveals to Hana that she might be pregnant again, and Hana is happy for her. Then she tells Liesel she's been trying to get pregnant, but it always failed.
Asi jsem těhotná.
Proboha, vážně? My jsme to zkoušeli a že já děti mít nemůžu.
Liesel comforts Hana and tells her she always cares for her no matter what. Liesel and Hana are both married to a Jew and the Second World War might start very soon.
Ty nemáš strach?
Tady nemusím.
Viktor decides to sell the house and flee to another country to avoid the war. Viktor talks to Hana and tells her that they have to leave. Viktor knows how close his wife to Hana.
Takže ty ji odvezeš pryč.
Ano, já dobře vím, jak moc jste si vy dvě blízké.
Kdy odjíždíte?
One morning, Liesel caught Viktor having an affair with their children's nanny. She did not tell it to anyone, even to Hana, though Hana knew there's something going on. Liesel had a chance to be with Hana alone, and that's the moment she tells about Viktor and the nanny. Hana said Liesel doesn't deserve Viktor, but the children do, and that they need their father. Hana comforts Liesel, and tension began as Hana again tries to show her feelings towards Liesel. She touches Liesel and began to kiss her hands, but Liesel fights over the feeling. Viktor and Liesel, along with their children, left the famous house and avoided the war. Liesel and Hana exchanged letters through the years, telling stories about their lives. As years passed, Liesel came to realize that what she felt for Hana isn't platonic and that she loves her. She longs for Hana all those years. Liesel felt alone since Viktor keeps himself busy with work and still looks for the children's nanny whom he loves. Hana and her husband having financial problems, and she suddenly stopped sending letters to Liesel.
Čteš vůbec to, co ti píšu? Už měsíce od tebe nemám odpověď, ale píšu dál. Možná zbytečně.
Hana had a dinner with an engineer and offers to renovate the famous house, and she tells him that Liesel was her best friend and she knows this house very well.
Tu dobře znám. Byla jsem u toho, když ji stavěli. Liesel byla moje kamarádka.
Hana wrote a letter again to Liesel telling her that the house is now handed over to an engineer. Hana had an affair with the engineer and her husband, due to depression, kills himself. Hana got pregnant and named the child after her husband Oscar.
Jsi těhotná? Se mnou?
After the war, Hana's son opened the door and Hana received a summons from the court. Hana went and the investigators revealed that they knew about her letters to Liesel. The lady even read the part where Hana wrote how much she longs for Liesel.
Tuhle část mám nejradši. Toužila jsem po tobě, cítila tě. Jsi tu a přece nejsi, jako chybějící paže, v níž mě pořád bolí každý nerv a sval.
Hana tells them that she wrote the letter 6 months ago and that she haven't received any response from Liesel. But they showed to Hana that Liesel did respond to her letter, but she opted not to read it.
Nahlas. Chci to slyšet.
Vy si to nechcete přečíst?
Years passed, Oscar now an adult and Hana in her 50s. Hana went back to the famous house and tells the occupant that she wants to write an article about the house. Liesel came to know about the house when someone showed her photos of what the house looked like after they left. Then the man gave Liesel a letter from Hana and invites her to come back.
Dala mi pro vás dopis. Trvala na tom, že vám ho musím předat osobně.
After a long time, Liesel and Hana met again, and Hana introduced her son to her. Liesel felt so delighted to finally meet Oscar since she knew how Hana wanted to have a child.
Tohle je Oskar.
Můj syn.
Oskare, jsem tak šťastná, že tě poznávám.
Liesel finally shows Hana how she felt and that she never stopped thinking about her.
Nikdy jsem na to nepřestala myslet. Jak jsi mě chtěla a já tě odmítla.
Liesel tells Hana it might be too late, but Hana said what she felt for her never changed and it's never too late. They both got intimate and finally, after how many years, they shared an intimate night together and made love for the very first time. Their sons came back and tells Liesel they have to leave since the Russians are coming.
Jde na hranice, ale musíme vyrazit hned.
Liesel packed her things but hesitant to leave Hana. She then tells her son she can't leave and she wants to be with Hana no matter what happens.
Nemůžu odjet.
Liesel asks Hana if she can stay with her. Then they both look at their sons and that only means they are now free to be with each other.
Když zůstanu, zůstaneš se mnou?
Samozřejmě.
Want more queer content? Then please subscribe and hit the notification bell.